it for 10 years, or how did it not let go of you for 10 years? Because, you know, I have books in my head. I can't sit down to begin the process.
Yeah.
How did it hold you for 10 years?
It was tough, right? It really was. The good thing is that I worked in publishing, so I was always surrounded by books. I was always surrounded by authors who I admired, and being a publicist, I was able to travel with a lot of my favorite authors. And whenever we were in the town cars going from one event to the other, I would pick their brain. And I would ask them, what's your writing process? You know, how often do you write? Where do you get your ideas? Do you outline? You know, I was always picking their brain, so I always felt inspired. And I lived in New Jersey and I worked in the city, and I caught the train in. So every morning I would do my edits on the train on my way into the city, and then I would close my office door at 4 o'clock and I would fix what I edit. So if corporate America really knew what they paid us for, nobody would have a job, right? So that was part of my writing process. I did a lot of work at work. And then every Saturday, at the time my husband was in college and he went on Saturdays from 9 to 12, which was perfect because that was my writing time. So that was my 3 hours that I sat at my house and my computer and I worked. And I had this really beat up laptop that was just terrible. But I was motivated to tell the story because it was burning my soul. And I knew that if I didn't, I would regret it. So I just kept stringing it together, piece by piece, week by week, day by day, until I had a manuscript. And this actually is the 9th draft of the story. So that's why it took me 10 years, because I worked in publishing and then I left publishing and I started a family and I was a stay-at-home mom. And so I could only write while my son took his naps. Or, you know, I'm not really that good in the middle of the night. I applaud people